Picking the best protein powder can be so confusing because there's a ton of options out there. Don't worry, I'm the Smart Shopper and I'm going to be discussing the best protein powder based on value and the situations that they are best suitable for so that you can pick the best one for your unique circumstances. And be sure to watch the entire video because there are a couple of surprises in there. Now, if at any point you find yourself saying,
"Hey, I like this protein powder, but I wonder how much it costs and if it's available where I live,"
well then go ahead and check the description down below for the most accurate pricing. Alright, I'm going to be starting off this list with the most basic of basic protein powders, which is the Naked Whey Protein from Naked Nutrition. Now, there's no bells or whistles about this protein powder as it's only made up of one ingredient, whey protein. For those of you that are super focused on macros, this is probably going to be your best bet because all you're getting is basically just protein powder. There's no additives, there's no artificial sweeteners, and no, I'm not going to lie and say that this protein powder tastes great because it kind of doesn't taste like much. Also, it's not the easiest to mix. So if you're one of those people that loves to take their protein powder with just water, you might want to skip out on this one. Where I think this protein powder makes sense is for people who want to add protein powder to other things. So if you're somebody that likes to add protein powder to smoothies or shakes, then this protein powder makes sense because you can really take advantage of the macros with this protein powder and not have to worry about some of the taste limitations. All right, next up, no protein powder list would be complete without the Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard Protein. This protein powder has literally been the gold standard for a number of years, and if you're somebody that's willing to spend that extra cash to get this, well, you're going to be getting a really good product. Listen, there's a reason why this protein powder is at the top of every fitness influencer's list, and it's because it tastes awesome, it has very little sugar, and it mixes well. Not to mention, most people that take this powder also say that it doesn't mess up their stomachs as much compared to some of the other powders, so you really do get what you pay for here. Now, if you are somebody that likes putting protein powder in a smoothie or a shake and likes to mix other ingredients, well, I'd recommend a different protein powder because you aren't really getting a lot of the taste benefits at this price point. But now, for those of you that need protein powder but absolutely cannot stand the way it makes you feel and makes you fart, the next option is going to be the best lactose-free protein powder, and what we recommend is the Dymatize ISO 100 Whey Protein Powder. This protein powder is going to be really great for you if you need help with digestion and absorption. However, do notice that this protein powder does use a hydrolyzed isolate protein, and it basically tops our list as the best isolate protein powder on the market. There's a ton of flavors to choose from, and you can be assured that the entire scoop of this protein powder has 0 grams of sugar. However, some of the flavors will have a lot more artificial sweeteners than the other. And if you are lucky enough to live in a place where Dymatize has collaborated with Dunkin' Donuts, yeah, that's right, you will have the option of getting access to a bunch of limited time flavors, which I think are absolutely delicious. Okay, so here's the point in the video. All my vegan peeps start freaking out and asking,
"But where's the best vegan protein powder?"
Listen, did you guys really think I would make a video without showing you guys the best plant-based protein powder? Come on, I wouldn't do that to you guys. So for the best vegan protein powder, we recommend the Evlution Nutrition Stack Plant Protein. And our reason to pick this protein powder is because it is a blend and not a single source protein powder. A lot of times when you do get vegan protein from one source, say soy protein or pea protein, the powders end up being really hard to mix, and honestly, they taste terrible. The Evlution Nutrition Protein is made up of a blend of pea protein, rice protein, and alfalfa protein. And the best part is that it does not contain any soy, GMO, or artificial ingredients. However, because it does taste so much better than some of the other plant protein powders out there, you do give up some of those macros slightly. A scoop of this protein powder has 2 grams of fat and 10 grams of carbs, but I think this trade-off is worth it because the protein powder doesn't taste like sand, like a lot of the other plant-based competitors. And finally, we have a protein powder for those of you looking to turn into an absolute unit by packing in as much protein per scoop as possible. Now listen, there's always a debate on the internet on which type of protein powder helps you build the most amount of muscle. And instead of arguing on the internet, why don't you pick a protein powder that has all of the kinds? And with the Unico Apollo Pure Protein Powder, you can. Because you see, the Apollo contains a 2-to-1 ratio of whey, casein, and egg white proteins. That's right, with this protein powder, you actually get a combination of 3 different types of protein sources. And this combination of the 3 allows you to get all the protein from all the different sources, as well as feel fuller for longer. One thing to consider is that you better keep your wallet full if you do want to commit to this protein powder, because it is an expensive protein powder. But if you are looking for a beast of a protein powder that comes with it a ton of flavors, including my favorite, the birthday cupcake, and don't mind spending the extra few dollars, then this one is definitely one for you guys to check out. And with that, those are our 5 best protein powders for the year. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and consider subscribing to the channel.